Rocco, welcome back.
Thank you so much. I was camping for about 4 or 5 days. I'm back. Thanks for asking.
What was your favorite food that you guys made?
Oh, food. My buddy expertly rolls burritos, so we requested that. It was very
nice.
good.
That's an art form.
I don't know about you guys.
A nice tight burrito.
I cannot do it.
It's an art form. They take it very seriously at those burrito places.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking, I was like, well, are there movies about camping? Sure, there are. Are there good ones? Sure, there are. Are they just about tent camping? Are they about summer camps? I don't know. Let's see what the top 5 best movies about camping all time are.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, Brittany, Kendall, and Mike.
All right. I'm going to kick it off with something that, shockingly, we're going to go a little dark.
Okay.
This affected me in a real way. The Blair Witch Project. They're camping, things go awry. The fake reality shows kicked off from there as well.
Yeah, that was a big deal when it came out. Nothing had really been seen like it at the time. It was kind of that found footage film. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I ultimately loved it, but I don't know. 1999, it was a big deal. It was groundbreaking.
I would agree that I really like it. I wonder how many scary movies we want. Because I would argue Friday the 13th is a really good, camping, campsite, oh my God, movie.
Yeah, a summer camp movie.
Yeah, I was going to say summer camp. Yeah, that definitely is a good one.
That movie scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah, and there's 12 films now in that franchise.
But the original was so scary because it was so dark because they didn't have the right lighting that you literally couldn't see anything. And then all of a sudden someone got stabbed with an arrow. You're like, oh, they're dead. Terrifying.
And I think a young Kevin Bacon was in that movie. So if you're ever playing 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, you can connect him to Jason Voorhees in just one.
Nice.
Wow, thanks for that tidbit.
Yes.
And I think Camp Crystal Lake, I don't watch horror movies. I've never even seen that movie, but just from an pop icon situation, this has got to be in the mix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sticks out. Yes.
If we're going summer camp, do you guys have feelings on Wet Hot American Summer?
It's on my list.
Nice.
It is funny. And it was one of those movies that didn't do very well at first. And Roger Ebert gave it 1 star. But it's sort of withstood the test of time.
Who's in it?
Oh, my God. Who isn't in it? This one has Paul Rudd, Amy Poehler, Elizabeth Banks.
Bradley Cooper.
Gene Garofalo.
Yeah, I think, Kendall, you need to watch this one. Netflix rebooted it as a series a few years ago. I think it's super funny. Laugh out loud funny.
So funny.
I have no opinion.
That's fine.
I think that one should definitely be in the mix. I also think there's only one that I'm going to be passionate about today. Brittany knows this because it's the only other one that she and I know has on her list. This is all about a particular type of summer camp. It is a fat camp, and the movie is Heavyweights.
Yes.
And it is a top 5 greatest movie of all time.
I've never seen it.
Of all time.
It's Ben Stiller at his best.
This is where White Goodman was developed. The character White Goodman from Dodgeball. Mm-hmm. This was him first as Anthony Perkis.
And it's actually surprisingly body positive.
It is.
It's a lot of people who are like, hey, I'm this is a size I am and I love it and we're not trying to change. And so when this guy comes in and he's like, we've actually got to lose weight, they're like, no thanks.
Fun. All right. So if I watched that today, it would still be pretty fun.
It still holds up. I've watched it recently. First time Sarah ever watched it. She loved it. Heavyweights is just a great movie.
It's just funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look, a deli meat. They're smuggling candy into their dorms, and then previous generations found little cubbies that they could hide it in.
Wear it on their body with tape.
Yes.
So when they're getting raided, they're like, ugh.
Well, Mike did his one that he's going to fight for.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I have no arguments for or against. I'm happy for you. Mine is The Parent Trap.
I have it on my list.
Thank you. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. And they spend the first third of the movie at camp.
And you're talking about the 1998
I am talking about the remake. Yes, the Lindsay Lohan.
Lilo.
Which sister is she? So good.
Hey, guys.
Yes.
I feel like I forgot to throw this in when we were doing Scary.
What?
That's the one I'm going to go to the mat for. Deliverance.
Ooh, creepy.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen it. We all know that scene or the other scene that involved the hillbillies. But boy, that is a great movie filled with tension, and Burt Reynolds is great.
They camp?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
go on a
shouldn't
canoe
be.
trip.
They shouldn't be camping.
They should not be camping.
That's how
I
they
saw that
die.
movie way too young and bald.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that movie till college, and I'm glad because it's brutal.
Okay, so we can't have 3 scary movies.
I'm fine taking out Blair Witch Project because I feel
Okay.
like it's not camping forward.
Agreed.
Right, it was probably only supposed to be a hiking movie until
Yeah.
they couldn't find their way back out. Spoiler
I think
alert.
that was the problem. Is actually they weren't meant to camp.
Right, like you know,
anti-camping.
127 hours wasn't probably supposed to be a camping
Oh,
movie.
I'll take that one off my list
He
too.
was only
Okay.
going out there for a little bit. What else? So if you're just joining us, we're counting down the top 5 best camping movies of all time. These are some that are on the short list: Friday the 13th, Wet Hot American Summer, Heavyweights, The Parent Trap, Deliverance. I give you Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, and they're actually camping because I will say, as much as I like summer camp, if you're thinking hardcore camping, these guys are camping, and you can like visualize the tent.
Which Parent Trap also camps. Just saying it's definitely
It's
in our
not
top
camping
5.
forward.
But they go camping and they go to a camp.
I'm just saying, like it doesn't drum up camping right away.
Don't you argue with me on this one.
I know because I do have Parent Trap on my list, but I am quick to like let it go. How about did you guys? Okay, wait. Which one did we just say? Deliverance. Deliverance feels a strong contender.
Well, we did Brokeback Mountain. That was that.
Oh yeah,
one.
I'm sorry. Brokeback Mountain.
I had Stand By Me. Classic. I mean, if you're talking like a classic coming of age, they camp, they do all the things movie.
Maybe I didn't see that whole movie.
It's
Yeah,
old.
the boys that go out, they follow
just remember
the
when they
train
find-
They
track.
find themselves.
And they
Find
don't
the
they find
body.
something?
And to
Yeah,
find the
I
body.
remember finding a body. I don't remember them camping, but maybe again. Maybe I didn't watch the whole
It's
movie.
like subtle. It's not like full core camp.
So also not camping forward.
Yeah, it involves camping.
that? I don't know.
Hey, I was quick to give up on my Blair Witch, so I get it.
Is Castaway a camping movie?
No.
That is not by choice.
No, again, like I think if you don't have camping equipment, like the Blair Witch people, like they didn't have like a cast iron pot or pan, they're not camping.
Wild. That is literally all she does is camp.
I thought of that too. That's a good one.
That's a great book.
2014. How about Into the Wild? The guy that goes and lives in the bus and eats spoiler alert,
Whoa.
eats the wrong plant.
That's depressing. I don't want to do that one.
Okay.
The only other one I had on my list was It Takes Two with Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
It's good.
Steve Guttenberg and Christy Alley classic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you guys
so
remember
good.
Camp Nowhere?
Oh yeah.
That was the one I was hinting at in the double wide mic. Like
And
Camp,
I know, yeah.
Camp Nowhere was pretty good, and it was all about summer camp.
What about Ernest Goes to Camp?
He does
Who's
go. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa! 90s millennial alert.
90 millennials. Looks like I've got some educating
Fainting
to do.
count.
Who's Ernest? It's a whole franchise.
Yeah, like there was
Before
enough.
franchises
Who
were cool.
cares?
Maybe it didn't make
Nobody
it to Red
cares.
Wing.
I didn't know you youngins even knew about Ernest. I thought he was more of a
He,
Gen
like-
X thing.
You guys, he didn't make movies that long ago. He made that Halloween
Clearly
one.
he did.
He died young. Poor Ernest.
Okay, again, depressing. He's out.
Avern.
Gotta start cutting this list down. You know what
I
I'm saying?
know. Okay, so
Ernest Scared Stupid was 91. All
I'm
right, we're back.
crossing off Blair Witch.
I understand.
She's out.
I'm fine with it.
Boy, there's going to be some toughies here. We've got Friday the 13th, Wet Hot American Summer, Heavyweights, The Parent Trap, Deliverance, Brokeback Mountain, Stand By Me,
Ooh.
It Takes Two, and I can probably cross off Ernest.
You can
Goes to
cross out
Camp.
It Takes Two, too. I mean,
Yeah,
that was
we
just fun
love
to
it.
talk about.
It was
But
fun. It was a
So
moment.
that's 1,
Mary
2,
Kate and
3,
Ashley.
4, 5, 6, 7. 2 got to leave the list. Are we forgetting any more?
Free Solo, the documentary.
More climbing? No.
It's like, thank you. I was like, one of you's seen it, right? Thanks, Rocco.
I've been to Yosemite. It's counts,
Same. But
doesn't it?
You camp like at Yosemite. He's camping on the side. He's camping to climb the mountain.
I thought he just did it like in one shot.
Well, right, but
Here
the
he goes.
whole thing is
He
all
did it.
about it. Fine, we'll take it out.
Fine.
I was trying to be cultured.
that went well.
Yeah. Think about that next time you try that again. Think about where you're at right now.
Brittany, I don't need anything from you right now.
I don't know. These are tough.
This
Okay,
is really
Stand
tough.
By Me's got to go.
Got to go out or got to
You
go
guys,
in?
I just had
Gotta
a
go
vulnerable
out.
moment, and then you took out my other vulnerable moment.
I take mine out all the time. Stand By Me, I
That's
don't
'cause
think
you suck.
I don't think of camping when I think of Stand By Me. Okay? And I'm not the only one. We were trying
Have
to
you seen
remember.
Stand By Me?
I
Bring
can't
their
remember
stuff.
now.
They bring their, their
I haven't seen it. She's
mattresses and their sacks, and they camp
it's
out under the
cute.
stars and
cute.
talk about growing up.
It's like a classic coming of age movie.
I agree. Now, do we think if you're like best camping movies, you think you got to watch Stand By Me?
Maybe.
Fine. That's what you want to
Maybe.
keep.
I don't know.
Then something's got to give.
Something's got to
I feel
just-
like Wet Hot American Summer, Friday the 13th, Stand By Me Now are definitely the first three.
If you take out Parent
Heavyweights?
Trap, I'm gonna die.
Heavyweights.
Well, pick Parent Trap or Stand By Me. They're both.
If it's up to me, it's Parent Trap. I was trying to help and be like, again, I'm just cultured.
I feel like you got to look up what that word
a
means.
Lindsay Lohan movie.
Yeah, Lilo.
Excuse me, Stand By Me and Free Solo were my
Stand By Me
culture
is not
choices.
like an indie flick. I don't know what you're doing here.
Oh, you haven't seen it.
I'm just telling you, I don't remember them camping. I remember them finding the dead body. If it was
After
movies
Mike
about
said they
finding
found a
dead
dead
bodies.
body.
No, I remember that.
You put the Blair Witch Project out there. They just get murdered.
They were forced to camp.
Not well.
Maybe it was a camp horror film. Okay, wait, where are we at? What we need to get rid of one?
I think so. I mean, we have Friday the 13th. This is what Mike just said. Friday the 13th, Wet Hot, Stand By Me.
Well,
That
that's-
was
Is that out or
debatable.
now or in?
I don't know. Keep going them all. Let's hear them all.
The ones that are still around are Heavyweights, The Parent Trap, Deliverance, and Brokeback Mountain.
Okay, well, I think we need to start talking about how does camping take precedence over them going to camp?
Right. If we throw out summer camp, then Friday the 13th and Wet Hot American Summer are out.
And so is
Maybe that
Heavyweights.
makes it
That's half
easy.
the list.
Yeah, okay,
And
sorry.
Heavyweights.
That's too many out.
So do we take camping out
Whoa.
and make it a
Whoa.
camp list?
Oh, it's a
Oh, I see
it's
what you're
campy
saying.
movies.
No, like she thinks
no,
it's going
like
to
going
camp.
to camp, Rocco.
Okay.
Okay, I get words.
So if we throw out, so if it's all about going to camp, then we have Friday the 13th, Wet Hot American Summer, Heavyweights, and The Parent Trap. Is that?
And Friday the 13th? Did you say that?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that's still only 4. Is there another? The
I mean,
one
we
with
could
the one with the Olsen twins.
We could slip in camp
It
nowhere.
Takes Two?
It takes two.
We
It takes two.
We could go camp nowhere.
No.
All right, I think to simplify things, we'll turn it into summer camp movies. We'll do Friday the 13th,
Boom.
Wet Hot American Summer,
Okay.
Heavyweights,
Yes.
The Parent Trap,
Yes.
and the 1995 Steve Guttenberg, Kirstie Alley, Mary Kate, and Ashley Olsen.
We're gonna get a
You remember
lot
the
of
sloppy
emails.
joes? When they eat the sloppy joes really
Food
sloppy?
fight.
Yes, I always was like, Mom, can I eat my sloppy joes sloppy because of that movie?
They have
We're
such a
gonna go-
huge food fight scene in that movie. It's
Oh,
so good.
wait.
Actually, both of them they do. Heavyweights have a huge food fight too.
There's probably a bunch of old timers out there that are saying, if you're going to summer camp, what about Meatballs, Bill Murray's first movie?
And Troop Beverly Hills, we got an email
Oh
from
my
Sonia. We're gonna
gosh,
get
we are the
attacked.
worst.
It's fine, you guys. We pivoted mid-segment. This is where we're at.
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
making.
We love
3 of
you.
my
It's
things
your
made the
show.
list, so I feel good.
If it was up
Me
to
and
me,
Mike
I'd put
feel
in
great.
Meatballs, but
I only
my
had 2
name's
things
not
on
on
my
the
list.
show.
It's great.
Hey, when we
Great.
get back, we'll disappoint you less, but I can't make any promises, Brittany and Kendall.